Please be seated. Ms. Ellenwood, your next witness, please.
Thank you. The state will be calling Jordan Cich.
Thank you. Ms. Cich, if you'll come up, please, and if you'll raise your right hand.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Come over, have a seat, and that microphone arm will swing out to get you in, and then if you'll just swing it in towards your mouth. Thank you. Ms. Ellenwood.
Can you state your first name for the record and then spell your last?
Jordan, C-I-C-H.
Ms. Cich, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Are you currently going to school?
Yes, I go to UW Stout.
And what are you studying there?
Human Development and Family Studies.
And when are you set to graduate?
This May.
Ms. Cich, growing up, where did you go to high school?
I went to Tartan Senior High School.
And when did you graduate from there?
2016.
And did you graduate with an individual named Chase Fleichauer?
Yes, I did.
I'd like to show, Judge, if I may, Exhibit 1.
Yes.
Ms. Cich, can you tell me who this is?
Chase Fleichauer.
When did you first get to know Chase Fleichauer?
I met him my junior year in chemistry class.
Would that be in high school?
Yes, in high school.
At some point during your junior or senior year, did you enter into a romantic relationship with Chase?
Yes, we started dating my senior year of high school.
And how long did you date for?
Up until we went to college.
Why did you stop dating?
Because we're going to...
I'm sorry, objected, this is irrelevant.
Sustained.
Did you and Chase go to different colleges?
Yes.
And what college did you go to?
UW Stout.
And where did Chase go, if you know?
Central Lakes in Brainerd, Minnesota.
Did he transfer to a different school, if you know?
St. Cloud.
How would you, when you graduated high school, did you continue to remain in touch with Chase?
Yes.
How often would you speak or communicate?
Every once in a while he would ask me how I'm doing. We would FaceTime, catching up, stuff like that.
Briefly, what was Chase's personality like?
He was very just nice to everybody, very smart, athletic, funny.
Did you continue to have a good relationship with him even after you had ended your relationship?
Yes.
During high school, did Chase play any sports?
Yes.
And what sports were those, if you know?
Football and track.
Would you go to Chase's football games?
Yes.
And are you familiar with Chase's father, Kayle Fleischauer?
Yes.
And how are you familiar with him?
I went to his house once to meet him.
And is that individual present here today in the courtroom?
We'll
Yes.
stipulate he's.
Thank you. Identification stipulated.
How many of Chase's football games did you go to?
Almost all of them my senior year.
Did you ever see Kayle Fleischauer at Chase's football games?
No.
Did you see him at any of his football games?
No.
Do you recall the last time you had a conversation with Chase?
Yes.
And when was that?
I won a few weeks before he passed away.
And briefly, what was that conversation about?
Object to that, it's hearsay.
Sustained.
During the course of your time with Chase, if you know, was he excited about the future?
Same objection, Your Honor.
Well, she can reference his state of mind, but not what he said. So based on your interactions with him, how would you characterize his state of mind? If you understand.
Can you repeat that, please?
Well, you can't testify to what he told you, but I think the question was, was he looking forward? So based on, again, your interactions, how would you describe his attitude?
He was excited to get a job, to graduate, to start a family.
And was that kind of the theme of your last conversation that you had with him in April of 2018?
Yes.
Nothing further, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gray.
Thank you. How do you pronounce your name?
Jordan Cich?
Cich? Ms. Cich, you dated Mr. Fleischauer in your senior year of high school
Yes.
and going into college for a while?
Yes.
And I take it you went out on dates, correct?
Yes.
And alcohol, was that used on these dates?
No.
None?
On dates, no.
Well, did you ever drink alcohol with Chase Fleichauer?
Judge, I would object to relevance. Did she drink alcohol with Chase Fleischauer?
Well, I'm gonna overrule. It's a matter of weight. If any that the jury gives it, you can answer.
I have before, yes.
All right. And you said that you had seen my client, Kayle Fleischauer, one time before this date today? Or you saw him before Chase Fleischauer's death? How many times did you say you saw my client?
I want to say 2.
2?
Yes.
And where were those at?
At his house and then at Chase's graduation.
Graduation? Did you see him when he took his son up to Brainerd?
No.
Did you know that he took his son to Brainerd for college?
Objection, hearsay.
Well, do you know? It's not what someone told you. Do you know of your own knowledge?
No.
So I take it, did you know about the Jeep that that Chase Fleischauer is planning to build with his father the summer of 2018?
No, I did not know that.
And are you friends with Frmr Fleischauer?
Yes.
When you say you went to these football games, did you ever look for Kayle Fleischauer in the stands?
I would like see Chase's mom
Did you
there.
hear my question? I'm sorry, Your Honor. Would you respond to the question, please?
Did you see him in the stands?
No.
Did you look for him in the stands?
No.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Ms. Ellenwood?
Would you talk with Chase after the football games?
Yes.
Did he ever indicate if he talked with his dad after football games?
Object to that as hearsay.
Sustained.
Nothing further, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gray.
No, you're.
Thank you. Stand down. Mr. Kaiser?
Kyle Bachman.
Thank you.
Can Ms. Cich be released from her speed?
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, thank you. Young man, if you'll raise your right hand, please.
You swear that the testimony you are about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Come over and have a seat, and that microphone arm will swing out so that you can get into the chair, and then if you'll pull it in back towards you once you're settled. Mr. Kaiser.
Thank you, Judge. Would you state your name, spell your first and last name for us, and please speak up so everyone can hear you.
Kayle Bachman, Kylebachman.
Mr. Bachman, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Are you going to school right now?
Yes.
Where do you go to school?
St. Cloud State University.
Is that in St. Cloud, Minnesota?
Yes.
What are you studying there?
Criminal justice.
What year are you in?
I'm in my junior year.
Where, if anywhere, are you working?
I'm working at a place called Minnesota Monitoring.
What is that?
It's basically just people who work with probation, people on probation.
How long have you been going to St. Cloud?
This would be my 3rd year.
Where'd you grow up?
Oakdale, Minnesota.
Did you spend your whole youth there?
Yes.
Where'd you go to high school?
Tartan High School.
In your time in Oakdale, Minnesota, did you come to know a person named Chase Fleichauer?
Very well.
Asked to publish Exhibit 1 to the jury, please.
Yes.
Who's Exhibit 1 a photograph of?
Chase Fleichauer.
Thank you. So, do you remember approximately when you first met Chase?
I would probably been 12 or 13 years old.
How'd you meet him?
We played youth football together.
Was that a school function or not a school function?
It was not a school function.
When did you first start going to the same school?
It'd be our freshman year in high school, so 13, 14-ish.
At Tartan High School?
Yes.
Were you in the same class?
Yes.
What, if any, sports did Chase play?
He played football and track.
What, if any, sports did you play?
I played football.
So neither of you was on the wrestling team?
No.
When you played football, what position did you play?
I played tight end and defensive end.
What did Chase play?
He played wide receiver.
What year did you graduate high school?
2016.
Was there a graduation party?
Yes.
Where was it?
It was at a park in St. Paul.
Whose party was it?
It was both Chase and mine.
Whose families were there?
Both of our families.
Did you see Chase's father at the graduation party?
Yes.
Do you see him here in court today?
Yes.
We'll stipulate that.
Identification agreed.
How many times prior to that graduation party do you think you had seen the defendant?
In between 5 and 10 times.
Had you ever seen him at any of the football games of your team?
Object to that, Your Honor, there's lack of foundation if he's playing.
Well, he still could answer. Did you see him?
I did not see him.
When you started college, where did you start at?
I started at St. Cloud State.
When Chase started college, where did he start out at?
Central Lakes Community College.
If you know, what was his purpose in going to there?
He went there because they had a really good football program.
Was that a 2-year or 4-year school?
2-year.
How long did he stay there?
He was there for our freshman year, just the 1 year.
Then where did Chase go to school?
He transferred to St. Cloud State.
So that would have been in fall of 2017?
Yes.
All right. When he transferred to St. Cloud State, where did he stay? Or where did he live?
He lives with me and another roommate.
And were you guys all friends
Yes.
from high school?
The other one didn't go to our high school, but we knew him from school.
Okay. From growing up in Oakdale?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, what was his name?
Alex Ventrelli.
Can you spell his last name for the court reporter?
Ventrelli.
While you guys were then together in that fall semester of 2017, did you guys play any sports at St. Cloud State?
Not for the actual school, but we played intramural sports.
Like what?
We played intramural basketball and football.
Was your major always criminal justice?
Yes.
When Chase came to St. Cloud State, what was his major?
It was business.
And without telling me what words he said, can you describe for us how Chase was about looking forward towards his future?
Yeah, so we were going to graduate in 2 years, so he was obviously very excited to get done with school and get on with his actual life and career.
Because, did you guys room together in a dorm, on campus, off campus?
It
Where
was kind of on-campus apartments.
What kind of things did you do together?
What kind of things didn't we do together?
So in other words, a lot.
Yeah.
Can you give me some examples?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, we had classes together, so we'd walk to class, do homework together, we, grocery shop together, played video games, played sports, we'd go outside, toss pigskin around.
Without saying what words he said, how was Chase in regards to schoolwork in relation to you?
Yeah, he was a very hard worker, and he was always a smarter kid, so we always pushed each other.
What were his goals that he had for work when he graduated?
Yeah, so like I said, he was a business major, so he definitely wanted to own his own business. He didn't want to work for anybody, and he actually basically wanted me to work for him, so.
In any of the activities that you and Chase did together, did any of them ever involve firearms?
No.
In all of your time being Chase's friend, companion, roommate, had you ever seen him, been involved with, or in any way mentioned to you anything about firearms?
No.
If you recall, start that. During the time that you knew Chase, and where, if anywhere, if you know, did his father live?
At the time, in 2018, he lived in Wisconsin, in New Richmond, Wisconsin.
How did you come to know that?
I didn't actually go to his place, but I was helping him move out of his old place in St. Paul. Got to talking about where he was going to move to.
Okay, so, and correct me if I'm wrong, so I just want to make sure I have it right, okay? Up until then, when you helped him move out of the place, he lived in St. Paul?
Yes.
All right. What did you do to help Kayle Fleischauer move?
Helped him move furniture out of his house into a moving trailer, and just took stuff out from the attic and put it into a trailer as well.
Can you remember approximately when that was?
It's probably fall or summer of 2017.
And the reason, however it came to be that you knew the move was to Wisconsin is because that's what the defendant told you? Is that what you said?
Yes.
All right. So you never came to the house in Wisconsin?
No.
All right. If you remember, during the time that you were helping out with the defendant moving, at least out of the house in St. Paul, was Chase helping also?
Yes.
How, if in any way, did you find out that Chase Fleischauer was coming to Wisconsin the weekend of April 13th?
He had told me probably the weekend before that he was gonna go home and visit his father.
If you know, did you know what that was about?
It was more about funeral planning for his the defendant's father.
How did you find out Kayle Fleischauer's father had passed away?
We were in Florida on vacation on spring break.
Who's we?
Chase, Alex Ventrelli, and Summer, Chase's sister, had called and spread the information. told the news.
Do you remember approximately when that was?
Probably March of 2018 area.
Did you guys stay in Florida and finish your vacation?
Yes.
How did you come to know that Chase was leaving to go to Wisconsin?
He had stopped in my room that Friday before he left and told me he was leaving.
What did he have with him?
Not sure.
Okay. What if any, vehicle did he have?
He was driving a 2001 Mitsubishi Galant.
Where did he tell you he was going to?
So he was gonna go to his mother's first, and then from his mother's, him and Summer were gonna drive to his father's in Wisconsin.
And if you know, do you know what kind of vehicle Summer had?
She was driving a minivan.
About what time did he leave on Friday, April 13th, 2018?
I'd say around 10 in the morning.
Did you ever hear from Chase again after that?
Not his voice.
What did you hear from?
Object to this, Your Honor, is immaterial or irrelevant.
Sustained.
How often, anyway, did you find out Chase had passed away?
My mother had called me.
Up until the time that you knew Chase had passed away, can you describe Chase for us?
Yeah, he was basically this happy-go-lucky guy that anybody wanted to be around. He just had this positive energy around him. You know, if anyone's in a bad mood, he'd make sure you get out of the bad mood because you're killing the vibe of the night, pretty much type of guy.
Thanks, Mr. Bachman. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Gray.
Mr. Bachman, when did you learn that you were going to testify here? Just give me the day, approximately.
The second time around?
Yes, this time. Answer the questions that I asked, please. When did you learn that?
Not sure.
Well, was it within the last week,
No.
couple weeks,
No.
month?
I'm not sure.
So you have no idea when you learned you're going to testify here today, is that
Judge,
it?
can I object to the relevance of when he learned he was going to testify?
And again, I have every confidence, hopefully we'll be tied up, but do you recall, young man, when you first learned you were going to be asked to testify? Approximately? And if you don't know, you don't know.
No, I don't know.
Thank
Okay,
you.
who did you learn it from?
Pam had called me.
Who?
Pam, the victim's witness.
All right. And after you learned that, at the time of this trial, did you ever have any conversation with Frmr Fleischauer?
I mean, she's my friend, so
Yes, I understand that.
so yes,
She's a good friend?
yes,
And when you had conversation with Frmr Fleischauer about your testimony today, correct?
yes,
And was some of that testimony about the football games that my clients went to?
no.
How do you know that? When did you have conversation with Frmr Fleischauer about your testimony?
I talked to her on Friday a little bit.
Did you talk to her this week at all?
No,
So when you were with your good friend Chase Fleichauer up at St. Cloud State, and you had all these activities. In addition to those activities, did you ever go out partying with Chase Fleichauer drinking alcohol?
Sometimes.
And do you remember, well, let's rephrase that. Is it true that my client helped you fix your motorcycle,
It was a moped,
moped? He did?
but his father did.
Oh, was he there also?
Yeah, I believe.
And did you notice, was he close to his father?
It wasn't.
Protection Foundation.
Based on your observations, did you form any opinions?
I mean, they weren't best friends.
Why did you say they weren't best friends? Just curious.
They weren't very close.
Kayle Fleischauer and his father weren't very close?
Oh, Kayle and his father?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure, honestly.
Where did you come up with this term best friends from?
Just asked me how close they were.
No, I asked you how close Kayle Fleischauer was with his father.
Yeah, I misinterpreted the question.
Okay, and how did this best friends pop up in your head?
Objection asked and answered.
Have you watched any of this proceeding on TV?
I have not.
Has anybody told you about the proceeding on TV?
I was aware of it, but no information.
And at times, when in high school, you and Chase Fleichauer would come over to Kayle Fleischauer's home, correct?
It happened a few times.
And one time you helped him move to Wisconsin, correct?
Not so much to Wisconsin, but out of his house in St. Paul.
All right, and you knew he was going to Wisconsin.
Correct.
Now, when you went to this Florida vacation, who did you go with? Chase?
Chase and someone else too.
Some other buddy?
Yeah.
And when did you go?
It was on spring break of whenever 2017 spring break was.
Sometime before
2018.
April of 2018?
Yes.
It's probably in March.
Yeah.
And when you went on this break, did you know how much money my client gave your friend Chase Fleischauer to go to Florida?
No
Protection
idea.
Foundation.
Did he know? Did you know?
No, I didn't know.
Thank you.
You did know that he did supply money for Chase to go there.
I did not know that.
Okay. And when you were in Florida, I expect since it was spring vacation, you consumed alcohol with Chase Fleischauer, correct?
Yeah.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaiser.
Thank you, Judge. When you talked to Ms. Johnson-Fleischauer, Summer Johnson-Fleischauer, about the phrase that was used just now when you were asked was, quote, about your testimony today. Could you tell us what you meant by that?
Yeah, so basically she just wished me good luck on it. She knew I was going to be testifying.
Was there any discussion of what you would be saying?
No.
Was there any discussion of what she would say if she were to testify?
No.
Besides being notified by a person you know as Pam that you would be needed to testify this week, were you also served with a formal subpoena by the district attorney's office?
Yes.
Can you tell us again who it was that repaired your moped?
It was Rod Fleischauer.
No further questions.
Mr. Gray.
Where did he do that?
at his house.
And where was his house at?
It was like St. Paul's off White Bear Ave.
And whose house was it?
Rod Fleischauer.
And was Kayle Fleischauer there?
I honestly don't remember.
All right, that's all I have.
Nothing else?
You can stand down, young man. And I believe you're released from your subpoena as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Kaiser.